The leopard of Rudraprayag was a man-eating leopard that terrorized the hills of Uttarakhand. For 8 long years, this fearsome predator stalked the region, casting a dark shadow over the lives of the people. It began in 1918, a time when the world was still reeling from the Great War. The leopard's first victims were unsuspecting pilgrims making their way to Kedarnath and Badrinath, sacred sites nestled high in the Himalayas. Word of the killing spread like wildfire, striking terror into the hearts of villagers and travelers alike. Fear gripped the region, with many too afraid to venture out after nightfall. As the years passed, the leopard's reign of terror continued unabated. The death toll mounted, with over 125 recorded victims falling prey to the cunning predator. The once bustling pilgrimage routes turned into paths of dread, haunted by the specter of the man-eater. Villagers and local authorities tried various strategies to capture or kill the leopard, but it always seemed one step ahead. Renowned hunters from across India, and even from abroad, arrived in Rudraprayag, drawn by the challenge of taking down the elusive beast. Among them was the legendary hunter Jim Corbett, whose name would become synonymous with the hunt for the man-eater. Corbett spent months tracking the leopard, studying its patterns and habits, determined to end its reign of terror. The villagers, desperate for relief, placed their hopes and prayers in Corbett, believing he was their last chance. He set traps and laid bait, using all his skills and experience to outwit the cunning predator. Nights were tense, with everyone on edge, waiting for news of the leopard's capture or death. Finally, after a long and arduous hunt, Corbett confronted the leopard in a dramatic showdown. The beast was slain, and the villagers celebrated, their long nightmare finally over. Jim Corbett's bravery and skill became legendary, and his story is still told in the hills of Uttarakhand, a testament to the end of the reign of terror in Rudraprayag. The leopard of Rudraprayag primarily operated in the Garhwal region of Uttarakhand, a rugged and mountainous area. Its hunting grounds stretched from the sacred town of Rishikesh, where the Ganges River emerges from the Himalayas, to the snow-capped peaks beyond. This vast territory, encompassing dense forests, steep ravines, and treacherous trails, provided the perfect cover for the elusive predator. The leopard's intimate knowledge of the terrain gave it a distinct advantage, allowing it to vanish into thin air after each kill. Adding to the challenge, the leopard often struck at night, its dark coat blending seamlessly with the shadows. Its preferred victims were often lone travelers or villagers venturing out after dark, making them easy targets for the stealthy hunter. As the leopard's reign of terror continued, the fear among the villagers grew palpable. Each night brought new horrors, and the once peaceful community was now gripped by an unending nightmare. The authorities, overwhelmed by the mounting pressure, grew increasingly desperate. They scoured the dense forests, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive predator that had outsmarted them time and again. Numerous attempts to track and kill the elusive predator had failed, fueling the belief that it possessed supernatural powers. The leopard seemed to vanish into thin air, leaving behind only fear and devastation. In 1925, with the death toll still rising, the government of the United Provinces turned to a renowned hunter and tracker, Jim Corbett. His name was synonymous with bravery and skill, and he was their last hope. Corbett, already famous for his exploits against man-eating tigers, was a reluctant hero. He had always viewed his role as a protector rather than a hunter, understanding the delicate balance between man and nature. He saw hunting man-eaters not as a sport, but as a grim necessity, a way to protect human life from deadly predators. Each hunt was a somber mission, driven by the need to save lives rather than the thrill of the chase. Heeding the call of duty, Corbett set out for the Garhwal Himalayas, ready to confront the legendary leopard of Rudraprayag. The journey was fraught with danger, but Corbett's resolve was unshakable. Corbett's reputation as a skilled hunter and his deep understanding of animal behavior preceded him. He had an uncanny ability to think like his prey, a skill that had saved his life on numerous occasions. The villagers, desperate for relief from their 8-year nightmare, welcomed him with a mix of hope and trepidation. They had heard tales of his bravery and skill, and they clung to the hope that he would succeed where others had failed. They prayed for his success, for they knew that their lives depended on it. The entire village held its breath, waiting for the day when they could finally sleep without fear, trusting that Corbett would bring an end to their suffering. The hunt for the leopard of Rudraprayag was unlike any Corbett had faced before. This was not just a test of his hunting skills, but a profound challenge to his patience and perseverance. The terrain was treacherous, filled with steep cliffs and dense underbrush, making every step a potential hazard. The leopard, incredibly cunning, seemed to blend seamlessly into the shadows, its presence more a haunting whisper than a visible threat. The fear it instilled in the local populace was palpable, a constant reminder of the predator's deadly prowess. Corbett, ever the patient observer, began by studying the leopard's movements. He meticulously gathered information, relying on eyewitness accounts and the scattered remains of its victims. Each clue, no matter how small, was a piece of the puzzle he needed to solve. He spent days, sometimes weeks, meticulously examining kill sites. He noted the leopard's methods of attack, its preferred prey, and its uncanny ability to vanish without a trace. Every detail was crucial, every observation a step closer to understanding his elusive quarry. He interviewed villagers, piecing together a fragmented picture of the predator's habits and haunts. Their stories, filled with fear and awe, painted a vivid picture of a creature that was both feared and respected. Weeks turned into months as Corbett relentlessly pursued his quarry. The changing seasons marked the passage of time, but his determination never wavered. Each day brought new challenges, but also new opportunities to learn and adapt. He set traps, used goats as bait, and spent countless hours perched precariously on trees waiting for a glimpse of the elusive cat. His methods were varied, each one a calculated risk in the high-stakes game of predator and prey. Yet, as if toying with him, the leopard remained one step ahead. Its presence was felt but never seen, a ghostly figure that seemed to mock his every effort. The hunt for the leopard of Rudraprayag was not just a physical challenge, but a mental and emotional one. It tested Corbett's resolve, patience, and unwavering commitment to protecting the people of Rudraprayag. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.